All right, looks like Rallis is in Blinky. Looking to be a low 3-minute time after this if you get to one cycle. So for anybody that doesn't know, for Blinky, when you pause, or when you when you hit him, he has these iframes. You can actually pause and make the iframes run out, and hit him multiple times over and over again. And with the arena being an invisible wall, it allows you to do that. All right, we got audio. We got both runners going. All right, looks like Dage is ahead by about 15 seconds or so. He probably had a 3.0x Blinky. Ooh, he almost got hit by the ghost. Oh, and Rallis falls off. He missed the Badooing. Oh no. Oh, Dage saved it. He got stuck in the middle of the two branches there. He didn't quite fall. I wonder if he's gonna go for the new treewood strat that's been found. Nope. Fully avoids it. Rallis getting to the end of Badooing. See if he gets any ghosts. Nope, avoids him as well. Nice. Dage is going pretty standard setup for treewood. Treewood is very cycle heavy with the saws. So it's you have to watch your health on this. And near the end here, he's going to go for a strat called Pacifist, which there's a bear on the second tree. And what you want to do is knock him down with this rev roll, and then do that. Well, it's faster, about a second faster than actually killing the bear, so he doesn't swipe at you. Oh. Alright, Dage barely avoided the last saw there. Rallis is now getting into the thick of it. Let's see if he goes for it. Oh, he got the knockdown. Oh! Oh no, he got hit. It kind of froze there for a second. Luckily there's a checkpoint right there, so it doesn't lose too much time. It's unfortunate though. He seems to be having some frame drop issues, but and because he's at full health now, he doesn't have to worry about the last saw at the end. It's like Dage's stream froze. I don't know if he's dropping frames. Rallis is now entering butane pain. He's still alive? I guess you'll be able to tell what how far apart they are when Rallis gets to that part where he's at. They're in the frame. So that's about 6:29 to 5:41. That's what? 42 seconds? No. I can't math. Ah, there's Dage. Alright. A very good World 2 time. Finishing Inky at a 7:03. Very nice. Generally the kind of pace you'd like to see in a race. Alright, Dage is now entering World 4, the Ice World. First off is Ice River Run, where it's basically it's a giant ice river you're trying to climb up. he does deform rock strat where you rev on that rock and get a little boost in height. See how Rallis does on his Inky. Does very nice, good. Getting off of a 752. So he's not out of the picture yet. This can still go either way. There's still some levels later on that you can lose massive time on. Alright, Dage having a pretty good ending there to Ice River Run. Rallis going for some old boy strats. Taking that rev roll around the rock instead. Skipping that checkpoint as well. Alright, Dage is now entering Avalanche Alley, where the main gimmick of this stage is the camera's behind you half the time, and you're getting chased by a giant snowball. There's a crazy strat near, kind of near here at the beginning, where there's a pack dot chain that you normally take because the gap's so wide, but you can actually skip it with a very careful rev roll on the wall. Decides not to go for it. Understandable. It's a hard trick. It's a crazy strat, McKid. Come on. You know it is. It's crazy. Anyway. Alright, Dage goes for the more modern approach to that section of AA there. But Rallis will do the old strat. So I guess I get a little history about the runners here. Dage is a somewhat new runner. He's been running for a little over a year now, I believe. Maybe a year and a half-ish? And at the current time of this, he has 3rd place on the 80% boards. Or it's 2018? It's been 2 years, huh? Okay. The history of this. Oh no! He gets a really big wind boost in the last cave there and gets right into the pit. Oh no. He still has a bit of a lead over Alice though, so he's safe for now. Yeah, Dage currently has 3rd, so he's got his improvement over time is huge. Rallis, he is a very old school runner. He's been around since, I want to say 2013, 2014. Very long time, even before I started running this game. But he hasn't put as much focus in this game as others has. He's an all-around runner, trying out different games and whatnot. But he still has a very respectable time. He's in top 10. So he can still hold his own in this. Alright, solid first boost for Rallis. At the same time, Dage is entering Blade Mountain. The one gimmick of this stage is you're on Ice Blades. So for Blade Mountain, the strat is to try to hold forward as much as you can. You can see Pac-Man there holding his hands behind his back. That means you're gaining speed. And you want to try to keep that speed as much as you can. Of course, with how bendy and windy Blade Mountain can be, it's hard to keep that. Rallis had a very spooky ending there, but he got it. Yeah. The casual understanding of Blade Mountain is you want to jump over every ramp, which makes sense. You're jumping over the water. However, with the speed buildup you can get, you can actually skip jumping entirely. And because you're not going as high in the air, you don't lose speed going that high. So it saves anywhere between a half a second to a second. We'll see if he skips this ramp here. He does. Nice. Oh, that was close. He missed the box. So in this version, that box has collision, and if you smack it without smacking it first, it'll stop you in your tracks. Luckily, he was out far enough away from it where it didn't matter. That was still pretty scary. I didn't see if Rallis actually did any, or if he skipped jumping any of the ramps, or if he just jumped over all of them. He does not that ramp skip though. That's the one ramp he can actually skip entirely. That was a 14-0. That's pretty good. He's on a very respectable 41 pace right now. Oh, but Pinky says no and knocks him off and kills him. Oh no. Let's see if you can back this up. Alright, goes for the fast phase 2. Oh. Did a little climb. Oh, and Forfeit says no. Rallis having all the time in the world given back to him right now. If he can pull off a perfect Pinky after this, then he's going to save some time, that's for sure. The angry revs, I can hear them. 15:03, World 3 for Dage. Yes, Frogs has world record right now with a 40-30. So here's where the difficulty starts ramping up. Oh, he does the IL strat. Go Dage. Now you see Rallis there. He stopped there on phase 2 to hold the rev roll and do it that way. It's an older but safer strat. Oh, Dage misses the little bounce. It is an IL strat. It is to me. Swoosh. It's a 15-4x, I believe, 49 maybe. There you go, Dage got it that time. Alright, I was going for the safe strat. Do it on that. So both on ITV now. So I was saying the difficulty ramps up in the game, starting with this world. There's a lot of platforming. A lot of obstacles going on all at once. Game's really teaching you how to move around now. You can rev roll over all of those. Just imagine you saw it. We'll see if he goes for the rev jump here. He does. It's a fairly new strat. Don't have to wait on that platform. And you can actually use rev jumps here to skip a ledge grab. There at the end. So rev jumps. So try to explain this. When you rev roll, you build up momentum, and then it goes forward. With a rev jump, what you do is you jump like right after you let go of B to do the rev roll, and that momentum suddenly goes up instead of out. So you get more height, but you're still going out as well. So you get a little bit more distance, and that's how you're able to Like, there. See, Rallis just jumped and he had the ledge grab. So the biggest play it comes into is Clyde, where you really need that height to get the fast cycles. All right, Dage just VP skip first try. So like I explained this too on Rallis' side here. So you got to keep the crumb ball the entire time. So what you do is you butt bounce into the lava on the side there. You rev roll and the momentum clips you out. And this lava plane here is consistent. It stays there the entire time. What you're supposed to do is hit buttons. Oh, Dage, what are you doing? You hit buttons throughout the level and it lowers that lava plane. But we can just use that and just go all the way across, and the end's just on the other side. Magma Opus is another one of those platform heavy levels. There's also a chrome ball, I guess, time limit you want to keep. And keep this chrome ball all the way until the last lava room. This one right here that he's at. That way you can skip all of these platformings here. That's going underneath the lava. And then there's a big slide at the end, but you can just jump off the edge and go right to the end. As long as you butt bounce down there, it can't kill you unless you miss all the platforms. Alright, so this is the first boss that makes or breaks a run. Clyde. A lot of new strats have been found since the last time this was showcased on SpeedGaming. Whoa! See how crazy Clyde went there just now? So like I said before, the addition of rev jumps really makes this boss super fast now, but it's also super hard. See if he gets third phase. Oh! Got one hit. Oh! He got it. Nice. Oh, and Rallis scared me there. I thought he missed it. Looks like he got it first try, though. You can also pause buffer the rev jump. I heard him pause there when he did that. Wow, he actually chased after the first hit on that. Okay, so that's actually really scary. What? No! Oh, he bonked the side. Oh, Dage. See if Rallis gets second phase. Yes, he does. Nice. Oh, and Clyde's being a meanie again. Oh, he's chasing. Okay, he saved himself. Alright, Rallis got the first hit on third phase there. Luckily, he goes to the side there. Oh, and Dage twice again! Oh no! Dage, what are you doing? Okay, he got it. Rallis is now on fifth phase. He is super close now. If you can clutch this out, then they're going to be so close. Okay, he got one hit. He has no health though. He has to be super careful. Okay, he got health. He's good. He's just to rev over to where the life is. So that's where Clyde goes on fifth phase. Okay, and he's out. Very nice. Wow. This race has got close. So now we're in the water levels. So we have a huge ocean to cross before we get to Ghost Island. So we gotta swim for the first two stages, and then we're going to go in deep ocean in the third level. These are on the rails. So you can only go forward, you can't go backwards. And the only real two ways of speeding up is pressing B to do this little spin, which they're doing constantly. You can see that they're constantly spinning. Then the other one is a tech known as mind boosting. So when you take a hit, you're in invincibility frames. If you spin into another object that will deal damage to you while in those invincibility frames, depending on the angle that you hit it at, you kind of want to be at a parallel angle, like where the hitboxes are and where your hitbox is. And if you spin into it, I'm like trying to show this with my hands so you can actually see me. But if you do that, it'll fling you forward. Rallis got a gold on Clyde. Oh, nice. That's awesome. He must be doing really good right now. So yeah, that's mainly the mechanic of mind boosting. You can also do it on missiles that show up, but not the jellyfish. At least I've never seen it done on those jellyfish. They can deal damage to you, but yeah. He's 20 seconds behind PB. Ooh, very nice. So yeah, there are some setups you can do with these mine boosts, because all of these mines are set in place, so they're always going to be in the same spot every time you come to this level. Looks like Rallis did try to go for a mine boost there, but got trapped by another mine and went straight down. Yeah. Just because you're going super fast forward, you still have a hitbox. So if you collide with something else, you will stop. I'm gonna try to pay attention to the end of Shark Attack to see how far apart they are. I want to say they're about 10-15 seconds apart. Yeah, Shark Attack is second verse, same as the first. There's just a bit more obstacles to try to avoid. But these guys know the layout. Ooh, Dage got a really nice mine boost there. On common setup. Oh, he tried going for one there too, I saw. He probably feels behind with how bad that Clyde was for him. So he's trying to go for some crazy mine boosts. Yeah, so as long as you're careful on these levels, they're not too bad. Just memorize the layouts. There's a mine boost setup coming up here for Dage, right in between those two mines there. Average Trey was the one to discover that setup first, several years ago. Called the Trey boost. Alright, Dage coming to the end here. Alright, I'm gonna pay attention. Oh, nice mine boost right into the goal. Very nice. So fade out is high 26-19. Alright. Rallis got a decent mine boost. Alright. Let's see what he gets. It's like a high 46. All right. So that would be 24 seconds, right? Did I math that right? Yeah. Now it's time for the best level in the game. So if anybody has any questions about this game at all, or any questions in general, now is the time to ask. For how technical this run is, this is the one spot that just makes you fall asleep. It's an 8-minute auto-scroller. Yeah, we decided to play this level over again for 20% anyway. We're crazy, I know. But hey, we love the game. We're gonna do it. So this level is... It spawns in sections. However, all the mine positions on this one are random. So the first part there is just the small minefields. Second part is what Dage is in now, where there's pipes. Yeah, and as long as you don't die in this level, all the sections are the same. That is true. They're pseudo dependent on your position. At least in those sections, like if you stay on the bottom right, they'll start spawning more in the bottom right, because the game wants you to move. Because the entire purpose of this level is to teach you how to use the sub. Because there's a boss, the next boss actually uses the sub as well. So it wants to do that in the form of an 8-minute auto-scroller. But with the strats we do now, it makes the next boss so much faster. So we won't be seeing the water levels too much after this. Yeah, and if you just pop in here and you just see this, you're like, how do I tell who's ahead? That's a good question. Sometimes you can't. But sometimes if you notice that someone's entering a different section before someone else, then it's like Dage is now entering this section here with all the enemies. Rallis should be seeing them here in about 10 seconds. Yep, now he's entering the fighting phase. Yeah, so I guess I'll also say, if you ever want to do 100%, there's only 3. This is the only level that only has 3 fruits in it, which is cherries, oranges, and apples. No pack dots, nothing else. Which makes sense, because it's an auto-scroller. Alright, they both have the machine guns, or I like to call them the PP guns. The fruit spawning is random, the number of fruit is always set. So you're always going to see 20 cherries, 5 oranges, and 2 apples. And they show up in their own sections too. Cherries will always spawn in the first half or so, depending on how it wants to be random. And it'll always spawn in the mining area, wherever there's mines at. Oranges will only spawn in enemies, and not the crab ones, only the other ones. The ones that Dage are fighting. Then apples only spawn in the pipe areas. And yes, there is a 6th orange, but the only way you can make it spawn is if you die halfway in a level. I've never seen it spawn when you go through it in one go. Someone could prove me wrong, but that's what I've seen. But yeah, so 6 orange can spawn, and if you actually get all 6 oranges with all the other fruit, the game will actually say, I think it's 102%? It's 102 or 104%. Yes, why? This level is 1/5 of the run. If you consider that record is a mid 40, and this is 8 minutes. Yeah, it makes you really appreciate the other levels and how optimized they are now. It's beautiful, really. That is true. Yes, I feel. So there's tokens in the game, and so there's 8 physical tokens for every level, and then there's 2 bonus tokens, one for completing the time trial and one for getting 100%. And as the kid said in chat there, if you get 104% in YPM, it doesn't give it to you because it's not 100%. That's the only thing the game cares about. If it says 100, you get the token. Yes. Exactly, 189 is fun. 189 is literally every single token in the game. You can call it our max percent. But hey, Dage is finally out. He has mastered the way of the sub. And now he is on Mega Whale. So there is the way the whale works, it has four propellers on its back. Each propeller takes 9 hits on this version. We have a setup where we get 8 on each propeller, and then we go in with the final hit for each propeller all in one swoop. So he has 8 all except the last. He has 8 on that one. Now he waits for it to come down. He does a little arc. Yeah! Nice, Dage. That was good. Alright, we'll see if Rallis can match. Alright, he has 8 on the 3. Get 8 on the last one. About 8? Oh no! He missed bottom... Wait. He missed top right and bottom left. That's an oof. Fortunately, I think that was Rallis' last chance to actually get into this. Because after one cycle, it takes a little bit of time to back this up. Let's see if he goes for the 2-2 cycle. He tried going for something. Oh, he accidentally hit bottom left when he was trying to set up top right. That's gonna be a 3 cycle for Rallis. That's unfortunate. Dage, on the other hand, he's on Honda Boardwalk, the first level in the 6th world. The main gimmick of this stage is rollerblades. However, as opposed to Blade Mountain, you can actually butt bounce in this one. So it makes it different. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so there's this thing called platform RNG. When you land on a falling platform like that, sometimes the platformer rate will lower slowly, and sometimes it'll like, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll like jolt itself down. Because some of these platforms are really low, if you get really bad RNG, as soon as you just land on that platform, it'll just kill you. Because that water underneath there, that's an insta-kill. You did. That was super sad for you. I think I was there when I saw that. Alright, Dage is currently in the last section. This This stage is also set up into 4 sections. Rallis is in the first, where it's just easy platforming, nothing's falling, nothing's going on. The second section is when the platforms start falling, but it's still kind of easy platforming. The third section, there's bigger jumps you gotta make, a little bit more difficult. And then Dage is here in the last section, which is combine both difficult platforming and falling platforms. So it gets scary. But because these guys have done it hundreds and hundreds of times, they know exactly what to look for. Even depending on what kind of RNG they get with the platforms, they can react to it on a dime. No, that was pretty good for Dage there. Scary moment, but he got it. See how Rallis does. Rallis got good RNG on that platform there before the stairs. Good stairs too. So now Dage is on night crawling. Night crawling isn't too big of an issue. The main gimmick with this one is that there is a platform cycle at the very end that you want to catch. There's actually a really, really fast cycle that you can get that saves 7 seconds, I think. Like, it's ungodly to try to get that. But he's on pace right now to get the standard one. Is that more than 7? Wow. Is it forever get 100% level? Yes. Agreed. Some of those are fun. Oh no! I didn't see what happened. Did he grab the right side of that pillar? If you grab the right side of that pillar, because it falls to the left and it's so fast, it's impossible to recover. Because Pac-Man's getting up animation is so slow. So that's unfortunate for Rallis there. That probably lost him 20 seconds. Luckily, it's not too far into the last section, so it could have been a lot worse. Could be that one. It looks like Dage's on the standard cycle here for getting night crawling. Rallis getting to the end of Hard Boardwalk, alright. So they're a whole night crawling apart. So as a kid, this was the longest level in the game. It's a complicated maze, it's super frustrating. But for us, we just rev under that bridge and we're near the end. The invisible walls that you've probably become accustomed to, they don't go all the way to the bottom. So we just rev right underneath of them. Oh, Skeleton was trolling him a little bit, but that was good. It is a pretty good skip. Makes the level go from like 4 to 5 minutes to about a minute. Oh, and he got weight skip too. Okay, that's one thing to explain. There's a thing called the 8-frame jump. If you're falling off something and Pac-Man goes into his falling animation, you have 8 frames to actually jump out of that. And you can, in this version, you can actually jump out of a Pac-Dot chain. And the goal is super close. Enough so you can actually fall into it. Alright, it's going for second phase. Ooh, got second phase, pretty good. Uh-oh. Well, that's awkward. No, this is worse. than me soft locking last year. So your game just crashed? And because we don't use memory card, none of this progress got saved. Huh. Well, I never thought of that happening before. Load crashes are super rare in this game, but when they do, it really sucks. So I'm so sorry that happened to you, Dage. Especially on the last phase of the last boss. Like, are you serious? You got an epic disc, my friend. Switch to Rallis' audio if he has any. There it goes. See, I don't know. I might have to talk about with this behind the scenes. Because I think we might have to reschedule this. That's my first thought. But I'll talk it over with some people. I mean, obviously he was like right there, but since he didn't technically finish, you know what I mean? It's one of those technicality things. We'll see if Rallis can wrap this up here. Alright, so this is third phase. So on the third phase, you can only get the first 2 hits reliably. Oh, is he going back in? He's going back in to finish. That's cute. It's not gonna matter. Alright, Rallis with the 45 flat. I think that was technically a 44.59. Yeah, well, I don't know who to give this one to. Well, let me talk to some people about it. And we'll get back with you. So if either Dage or Rallis wants to join in on commentary, you're free to. If I can spell. Oh yeah, there are other stone buttons, aren't there? Yeah, well-developed game. For sure. I'm not sure if either of them went to comms or not. I'm not getting any feedback. But I guess I'll say this. In about 10 minutes, there is another race of this. It'll be myself versus Andre69. So stay tuned for that. Same channel. We'll be right here. Not enough time. I guess that's a good point. But alright. You know what? How do I... That's a good point. Oh, you know why? Because I didn't do this. I bet now they do. Alright. For now, we'll say Rallis is the quote-unquote winner, but let me talk to people behind the scenes. We'll get that cleared up. Yeah, let me see. We have a little bit of time. See if we can get people in here. All right, I see him. Come up here. Oh, I can drag them. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Dage. And hello, Rallis.
Hey.
So,
That was
great game.
great game. Yeah.
Hooray.
That's unfortunate that that happened right at the end.
Rallis, do you know what happened at all? Or?
I saw your comment about crashing on phase 3.
Yeah.
Phase 3 spooky, I assume?
Phase 3 spooky. Like, I
Yeah,
was ready to kill him, and then that happened.
Yeah, you were on, what, 43 pace, I think, Dage?
I think it was 42.
42?
Low 42.
Yeah, so I
Oh.
mean,
Yeah. Pretty rough.
he technically would have had that if the if the crash hadn't happened.
I don't know if my
Yeah.
game disc is just bad or something.
Yeah, but I'll talk with some people, see how to divvy up this.
Yeah.
So you see who actually gets the winner, or if we need to reschedule to actually make this a legit race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So that, I do want to say one thing. Dage, that Clyde was.
Yeah.
Spooky.
So, like,
happened
I'm
there.
like doing phase 5, right? I wanted to try the fast phase 5 thing, and for some reason, even though I was doing it in practice and not getting results with it, I decided to do it anyway. I just couldn't get the hit, and then I tried red jumping onto him after messing up, because I know that's possible, and I messed that up twice in a row. So, yeah.
That's crazy. Actually,
good.
'cause I heard that you got a gold on Clyde, Rallis.
Yeah, I did. It was the first time in a run I've gotten Deathless Clyde.
Yeah, so with how that happened, like you guys were, I think, within 20 seconds of each
Yeah,
other.
the race
Like,
was definitely a lot closer than I expected. But, you know, I died a lot, so that's my fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was, I could have potentially PB'd if it wasn't for 3-cycle whale.
Yeah.
yeah, that's unfortunate. I saw that happen. You got the crisscross,
Yeah.
but then you couldn't pull off the 2-2.
Yeah, that was just because I played sloppily. I totally could have backed it up, but I didn't do it well enough.
Yeah. I got the lucky 1 cycle. That counts. Like, literally the 1 missile hit the bottom left. Which is good. I mean, I think that's usually what I expect, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you still got it, so it's like, congrats.
Yeah.
First match of the tourney, we already got a 1 cycle, so good stuff.
Pretty good. Alright. I think the next race is coming up, so I guess we gotta prepare for that. So.
Yep, I'll be setting up here for that shortly. So
Yeah.
for anybody that wants to continue watching Pac-Man World 2, there is another match here in 5 minutes. Me versus Andre. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be funny. We're gonna laugh. It's gonna be entertaining.
Yes. So thank you guys for doing this race. Very much appreciate it.
No problem.
No problem.
And we'll see you guys here in a few minutes.
Yep.
All right.